On today's episode, excitement for episode 8 has been peaked this week with the release of the first teaser trailer. We break down what we know so far.
The first time you meet him, he's funny. The second time, he's amazing. The third time, you realize he's the most dangerous man in the universe.
Also, the 12th Doctor's last ride is now underway, and there's all kinds of excitement for what's happening this season and speculation for what comes next.
Dominic Toretto just went rogue.
You gonna turn your back on family?
And I review the latest in the Fast and Furious series. Will the family survive their patriarch's apparent betrayal? And finally, it's another classic superhero cliche in this week's movieism. All this and much more in this episode of E-Money's Reviews. Show. Sorry I haven't been posting much this year. It's just that I've been devoting a lot of my time and creative talents to my new paying job at Quickie TV. Yep, that's right, movie lovers. E-Money is a company man now. I'm Negan. But seriously, download the app in the App Store. It's a really fun social app. Plus, we produce a lot of great original content at Quickie TV, from sports to entertainment, and we're going to have a lot more great shows coming your way in the next few months or so stay tuned for that. But for the purposes of this show, let's get caught up on some entertainment news. Well, the big story happening this week is the release of the new teaser trailer for Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. In the trailer, we see clips from an all-new planet in the Star Wars galaxy, which director Rian Johnson has named Crait. In his interview with Entertainment Weekly, Johnson says that Crait is a mineral planet with an old rebel base on it that has now been abandoned. He also says that Crait will play a key role in the movie. Also at the end of the trailer, we hear Luke's mysterious revelation that the Jedi must end. Now, does this mean that Luke has turned to the dark side like his father? Or has Luke simply given up on the Force altogether? Well, whatever is wrong with Luke, it seems that Rey will have her work cut out for her in bringing her soon-to-be master out of his funk and back into the fight. Some other big news in movies this week, it seems we finally know who has been cast to play Cable in the upcoming Deadpool sequel. Well, it wasn't Pierce Brosnan like we suspected a while back, or Avatar villain Stephen Lang like a lot of fans were hoping for. And it sure as hell wasn't Keira Knightley. But the role of Cable will actually be played by former Goonie Josh Brolin. Yeah, that's right. Josh Brolin was a Goonie. Look it up. The Oscar nominee signed a 4-picture deal which is believed to include a leading role in the upcoming X-Force spin-off film. Filming for Deadpool 2 is expected to begin in Vancouver this June. Of course, Brolin is no stranger to playing comic book movie roles, having played Thanos in all those post-credit scenes in the Marvel Universe, and playing a slightly bigger role in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and will play a much bigger role in the upcoming Avengers Infinity War Parts 1 and 2. Also having played young Agent K in Men in Black 3, and the title role in the critically acclaimed DC Western Jonah Hex. Here's wishing Brolin a lot of luck with the new part. Moving on to some Doctor Who news, the first episode of Peter Capaldi's final season as the Doctor premiered last night, and it looks like we're in for an exciting season. What with the Doctor's new companions Nardole and Bill joining him, plus a lot of the villains we're going to see this season. Now, one of the most exciting villains for me this season are these guys, the return of the original Cybermen. Now, if you don't know, unlike the Daleks, the Cybermen have undergone several evolutions in Doctor Who's 50-plus year history. And these guys have not been seen since the first Doctor, William Hartnell's final serial in 1966. Now, where they've been and what they want from the Doctor after all this time is something we'll all have to see together in the upcoming season. Of course, one of the most heartbreaking things about this new season is this image here, seen in the season trailer. Regeneration energy, signifying the end of the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi's run. Now, of course, we've all had some good times with the 12th Doctor, but one of the most exciting things about Doctor Who is wondering what comes next. Whenever a Doctor or a companion is about to end their run, we're all left wondering who will be the new one, and this time is no different. Who will be the 13th Doctor? Of course, there's been a lot of names tossed around: 007 star Ben Whishaw, British comedy actor Richard Ayoade, and Chris Marshall, who some sources claim has already begun filming for the new series. BBC has denied these claims, saying that no casting decisions have been made yet. But the betting favorite right now is Broadchurch star Olivia Colman. Apart from being an amazing actress, Colman also has quite a few big backers at the moment, with her Broadchurch co-star and former Doctor himself, David Tennant, saying she would clearly be a magnificent choice for the part. And not to mention that new Doctor Who showrunner Chris Chibnall worked with Colman for 3 seasons on Broadchurch. Now, we would all be excited to see the first female Doctor after all these years, but we've all been burned by that hope before. But for now, let's all just enjoy Peter Capaldi's final season. And finally, in some CW superhero news, we have learned that Superman will return to Supergirl for the Season 2 finale. The Man of Steel, played by Tyler Hoechlin, will make an appearance in the final episode of the season on May 22nd. Although details haven't been released yet, it seems obvious that Superman will return to National City to help lend a hand to his cousin to stop Rhea and her evil forces. It seems that a lot of threats are looming in both Supergirl and Kara's life at the moment, so I'm sure she'll be happy to have the help. Okay, that about wraps up entertainment news. Now on to this week's movie review. And this week I saw the latest installment in the Fast and Furious franchise, The Fate of the Furious. In this new film, when Dom is threatened by a mysterious woman, he is forced to betray his family in order to protect someone dear to him. Leading the charge to bring Dom back to them is his wife Letty, played by Michelle Rodriguez, and relatively new family member Hobbs, played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, this film has all the over-the-top action we've come to expect from a Fast and Furious movie, including all the unspoken police and civilian deaths. I mean, you are killing people with all the chaos you guys are causing, both police and civilians. Don't tell me that you're not. I mean, you took out about a dozen police cars with a giant wrecking ball. Don't tell me they're all fine. But these characters are always fun to watch together, and if you can suspend belief about chaos caused and civilian casualties and a Lamborghini driving on the ice while being pursued by a nuclear sub, then it makes for a pretty good time at the movies, and that's why I give it 3 popcorns out of 4. Okay, now on to this week's movieism, and I'm keeping the theme going in this episode with another superhero cliche, and this is one I like to call the "I'm giving her all she's got, Captain!" This is what happens usually in a superhero movie when a group of heroes combine all of their firepower to overwhelm one particularly powerful enemy.
You know, with the benefit of hindsight.
I mean, it does make for a pretty exciting moment in a movie when you're like, get up from this, bitch.
Let go, Gene! Gene, let go! The Tannis and the Ultrazord! Alright,
Well, that about does it for this episode. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out Quickie TV and the App Store. Hey, what are you doing?